Good day, everyone. As your dean, I take distinct honor and the singular privilege to welcome you to the fold of the UL Graduate School. Today, allow me to have you for a walkthrough of the vision, mission, core values, and goals of the University of Luzon for basis of discussing the VMG of the graduate school and the institutional outcomes, plus the program educational outcomes for the different programs that we offer here at ULGS. Let me start by way of sharing to you the vision, mission, and goals of the university. It is important that we leverage on what we have for our VMG in order to better understand the different curricular programs that we offer in this institution. Let me begin with the vision. Vision is a statement of a desired future state and that which will provide the light or the guiding light to the entire institution in ensuring that the goals of the organization are realized. So, for the University of Luzon, the vision is to be a world class university that provides leadership and excellence in education for total purpose driven human development. The vision speaks of the ardent desire of the university to be meeting not only the local/national standards but also the international benchmark in order to ensure that quality, accessible, and relevant education is offered in this institution. It is therefore imperative on the part of this university to strive to lead and excel in education for total purpose driven human development, a type of development that is holistic and that is consistent with the sustainable development goals. This vision is coupled by the mission statement of the university that is anchored on the philosophy of the founders of this great institution, which was founded in 1948. The founders, at the time of its uh, early stages of establishing the institution, were already resolute in providing an education that will strike the balance between academic as well as values development. Hence, the founder's philosophy, Peresias y Valias, which is a Latin phrase that means skills and values. In this regard, the University of Luzon, as a center of higher learning, will provide quality education for the development of competent, productive, and principled professionals and entrepreneurs, and ensuring that the trifocal functions of a higher education institution, as is spelled out by the Congress of the Philippines, are fully met. These three important functions are instruction, research, and extension services. Specifically for instruction, the University of Luzon aims to offer balanced and technology enhanced curricular program. We admit that we may not be offering the state of the art facilities, but we at the University of Luzon endeavors to curate or develop curricular programs that are holistic in nature and that integrates information technology in order to ensure that our students are abreast with the developments and changes of the times. Number two, relevant research. It is therefore important that we give it much of attention at the University of Luzon because it is one of the main functions of a higher education institution. It is very much in place, okay, in the set of competencies that we have mapped out, not only for the undergrad, but also in the post secondary levels, particularly the graduate level. Finally, we have responsive community extension services. This is to ensure that the university will exercise its corporate social responsibility and to extend its services, especially to the underprivileged, to the underserved, and the depressed communities and sectors. So that's for the vision, mission, and goals of the mission of the University of Luzon. Allow me to, at this point in time, discuss to you the institutional learning outcomes of the University of Luzon based on our vision and mission statement. What is an institutional learning outcome? Institutional learning outcome is the uh, expression of what we expect of our students to become after having completed the program, okay? Be it in the undergrad or in the graduate level. So, institutional learning outcomes is a set of expected uh, measures of success, okay, which we would like to see, okay, in each and every graduate of the University of Luzon. The institutional learning outcomes is premised on the founder's philosophy, which I have mentioned to you earlier, and adhering to the holistic viewpoint of transformation. UL is resolute to its commitment towards development of the students and the communities it serves. It is the kind of development that is holistic and addressing all the aspects of the human existence. It is for this reason that we attune, okay, the institutional learning outcomes to the very principle of parens patriae, which means the university as a school, okay, is yours as is a second parent that is nurturing, okay, and that is guiding and protecting uh, his or her surrogate child for bright tomorrows. So on that note, okay, we would want to regard the university, okay, as your second home, as your second parent, will serve as your guardian, okay, and and ensure, okay, bright tomorrows for each and everyone. Therefore, as a guardian, okay, it is the primary responsibility of the university to care for each and every student. Therefore, it has become the motto of the University of Luzon to care for its students. Loyal to its service commitment, UL is expected to realize its goal of holistic transformation of the young for personal growth in pursuit of local as well as national development. The institutional learning outcomes, therefore, okay, are conceived to form the acronym UL Cares. This implies that UL is very much concerned with the general welfare of its students. These institutional outcomes are very much aligned to the core values of the university that are uh, serving, okay, as barometers for success, okay, in whatever that we do in this institution of higher learning. The core values are as follows. We have dynamism, which is inspired by the Japanese principle Kaizen, which means continuous development. We have integrity, okay, which is inspired by the Filipino value of being for for uh, for meaning uh, Filipinos having a word of honor, okay, meaning they keep their promises, okay, and they are, okay, considered individuals of high credence and high repute. Nationalism, okay, meaning we promote patriotism, okay, and we have also God-centeredness, okay, commitment, creativity, and social responsibility. So all these core values are reflected, okay, in the vision, mission, as well as the institutional learning outcomes of the University of Luzon. So now I'd like to introduce to you the set of outcomes that we have developed, okay, for basis of measuring success, okay, in the different curricular programs that we offer at the University of Luzon. So UL Cares represent each, okay, the each letter of the phrase UL Cares, okay, represent a specific learning outcome. So we begin with U for upright living, L for lifelong learning, C for critical thinking, A for academic competency, R and for research and technological or technical proficiency, E for environmental stewardship, global stewardship. We have S for social and cultural understanding. So, what's the essence of the 7 point institutional learning outcomes? So, as has been mentioned earlier, as it is in keeping with the core values of the university, the first two outcomes describe Luzonian as a man of integrity and is a lifelong learner, dynamic, and continually improving. The CARES uh, part of the acronym set out outcomes that embody the desired qualities of a Luzonian as an individual and as a local citizen. So what does glocal means? The term glocal is a portmanteau word that combines global and local to mean that we want to uh, mold young people who are very much grounded locally, okay, and at the same time exercise its being a global citizen in view of the globalization, okay, that's taking place, okay, in today's society. So as an individual, okay, he is a critical thinker, so that would uh, translate to creativity, academically competent and research technically technologically proficient, and this is to fulfill the functions of UL as a higher education institution or HEI. Moreover, as a local citizen, the Luzonian is expected to play the role of an environmental steward, one that is uh, exercising and promoting nationalism and commitment, and one that truly understands and appreciates his culture and society, thereby exercising social responsibility. All these are directed to the UL core value of God centeredness, and that is man to conform to his teachings. We are not a sectarian organization. However, we still believe that there is a great architect that's uh, that's uh, uh, that's uh, looking down at us and everything that we do, and the purpose of our existence are revolving around his uh, great design. So this is for the 7 point institutional learning outcomes. Allow me then now to discuss to you, okay, each and every institutional learning outcome. We begin with upright living. Upright living means a Luzonian shall act purposefully, effectively, and responsively. He shall make reasoned judgment and responsible commitments. That's for upright living. Number two, lifelong learning. A Luzonian shall strive to improve continually. Remember that principle, the Japanese principle Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. Okay, armed with the right knowledge, skills, and values, as well as attitudes, a Luzonian would seek change to better his living conditions and the society for sustainable existence. So all these translate to personal, familial, even community, as well as sustainable development. This is what we expect of a Luzonian insofar as being a lifelong learning is concerned. And then we have critical thinking. He is able to think using analysis, synthesis, evaluation, and creative process. Now that we have the term deep thinking, we want to also have this part of the set um, of processes that would ensure and that would guarantee critical thinking. And this is in support of the uh, campaign and advocacy of the Department of Education and the Commission on Higher Education for Higher Order Thinking Skills, or HOTS. He can solve problems using informed judgment, creativity, and critical thinking. So that is critical thinking. Then we have academic competence. So this learning outcome speaks of the overarching thrust of the university towards its students. Okay, so the Luzonian shall demonstrate professional and academic integrity, meaning academic honesty. So regardless of whatever the situation is, we ensure that the outputs of all our students are original and are not copycats or plagiarized works. That is academic honesty. That is academic integrity. He or she shall demonstrate attitudes and work ethics that are necessary for both personal and professional growth and success. That's academic competence. In addition, research slash technological proficiency, it refers to the use of appropriate research techniques to interpret, synthesize information. He or she shall exude adeptness and expertise in his chosen field of specialization, especially for the masteral and the doctoral programs that we offer at the UL Graduate School, as these programs uh, are conceived to better prepare the graduates of these curricular uh, programs in uh, observing the different expertise or specialization our students have at the UL Graduate School. And then we have environmental global stewardship. A Luzonian shall manifest appreciation and interaction with the environment as a real life learning laboratory. Okay? He or she must recognize the importance of globalization in developing a broadened world perspective. As I have pointed out earlier, a Luzonian is not only a local citizen of the country or of the city or the municipality, but also a global citizen. He or she is viewed as a community contributor. Social and cultural understanding. A Luzonian is a culturally and socially competent person possessing an awareness understanding and appreciation of the interconnectedness of the social and cultural dimensions within and across local, national, as well as global communities. So this would form part of the 7 point institutional learning outcomes of the University of Luzon. Its overarching goal is to transform the Filipinos as vanguards of both sustainable development and global understanding. So with that in mind, allow me now to discuss with you the purpose of graduate education. Allow me to begin by discussing to you the current state of affairs insofar as graduate education in the country is concerned. We all know for a fact that the landscape and perspectives in offering graduate education has dramatically changed in the past decades. These ages demand new or enhanced competencies among graduate students in order to meet the requirements that is set by globalization, regional integration, internationalization of higher education institutions, and ICT enabled economies. Just in case you have not heard regional integration is a movement that groups of nations have uh, in order that groups of nations pursue in order to ensure that the in order to ensure instability, okay, of the economic development, okay, in a particular region. For example, we have the Association of Southeast Asian Nation, or ASEAN, okay, and ASEAN as an organization is consists of 10 members, including the Philippines. ASEAN, following the footsteps of the European Union, which, by the way, is also an example of a regional integration that started as early as 1950s with the primary aim of ensuring economic stability, okay, of all the member nations of the European Union, have contemplated on uh, establishing a single market economy, okay, for these 10 countries in the Southeast Asian region. Remember that there are 11 countries in total in the Southeast Asian region, all except one, which is Timor Leste or East Timor, have membered with ASEAN. So that is regional integration. So for you to know more about the uh, ASEAN economic integration, so you might want to check that in Google later. Internationalization, and of course, ICT enabled economy. So these are the different, okay, um, uh, developments that are taking place, okay, which will require graduate students uh, to uh, to meet, okay, certain specific standards. So thus, they must be able to use the 21st century skills in their daily work and professions. Okay, so the Philippine education system, okay, uh, considering all of this, okay, is currently undergoing, okay, continuing reforms in order to better prepare the graduates of our educational system to meet the growing demands of the time. For example, the K to 12 program in the basic education and the new general education curriculum are among the recent changes in the system. Outcomes based education has been adopted, okay, uh, in the teaching learning framework. So, where policies, systems, and guidelines in higher education uh, institutions, okay, including graduate education programs, okay, are made consistent, okay, with all these reforms in the entire education system. So, in order to facilitate, okay, the transition, okay, of the kind of program that will ensure that our graduates will be ready, okay, for the requirements of the different uh, conditions or the different movements that are taking place, no, in this current situation. So the graduate education, okay, in the country, okay, is given also a great deal of attention, and therefore, in 2019, okay, a, a new set of policies uh, and guidelines were crafted in order to guide the operation of the graduate institutions across the archipelago. So, graduate education constitute a level or stage of academic work that is considered an advanced program of study. It is focused on a particular or interdisciplinary academic discipline or profession and involves certain objective options. For example, number one, rigorous evaluation of work and interaction with professors and peers. Number two, professional experience via internship, teaching, and research. And finally, production of original research or creative work, okay, which actually uh, are determinants, okay, of or are actually uh, the determinants that will delineate or that will draw the line between basic education and graduate education. All across orientations and levels of graduate work, the ultimate goal is to contribute to the process of knowledge acquisition, generation, sharing, and exchange that is distinct from the baccalaureate level. Its outcome is the mastery of a specialized field of study, the development of original and critical thinking, and the demonstration of uh, the holder of the holder of the degree for advanced instruction and leadership position in the areas of research, creative work, as well as the practice of his or her profession. So if we will have it on the basis of the Philippine Qualifications Framework, or PQF. By the way, PQF is uh, a set of standards in response to the requirement of the ASEAN economic integration, consistent with what we term as ASEAN Qualifications Framework. This set of standards are set in place and institutionalized in order to ensure that the different individuals from the different member nations of ASEAN, okay, will have uh, common, okay, uh, set of competencies, okay, uh, in order for them, okay, to work anywhere else in the ASEAN region. Okay, so the PQF, okay, is designed such that the Philippines, okay, uh, will uh, develop individuals, okay, who are ASEAN economy ready. Okay, so by level of outcome or by competency, graduate education is aligned with levels 7 and 8 of the Philippines qualification framework. So the master levels outcome, okay, is with reference to the PQF level 7, okay, demanding the following from a masteral graduate student. We have advanced knowledge and skills in a specialized interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary field of study or professional practice, self directed research, lifelong learning with a highly substantial degree of independence that involves individual work or teams of interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary experts in the field, and application of these skills in research, professional, or creative work. For the doctoral level, okay, we have the doctoral level outcomes consistent with the PQF level 8 descriptor, demanding the following from that demands the following from the doctoral students. Number one, we have demonstration of highly advanced systematic knowledge and skills in highly specialized and or complex interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary field of learning, utilization of complex research, creative work, and or professional practice, and or the advancement of learning with full independence in individual work, and or in terms of interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary setting. Then we have application of more complex setting that demands leadership for research and creativity with the strategic value added and application of significant level of expertise-based autonomy and accountability to professional leadership for innovation research and or development management in highly specialized multidisciplinary field. So with this, okay, we can now proceed to the discussion of the vision statement, okay, for the university's graduate school. So the graduate school, okay, based on the higher education system structure, okay, is considered the apex or the topmost level. Therefore, the graduate school of the University of Luzon is envisaged to play a strategically supportive role in providing the students, our students, and others, meaning stakeholders, that we cater to with the opportunity to realize their fullest potentials as professionals in their respective fields. And this is to ensure that the university emerges a nationally competitive institution of learning serving the world. ULGS mission, okay, is also anchored on the philosophy of the founders of UL, um, consistent with the skills and values for basic philosophy that guides our action at the University of Luzon. The UL Graduate School is committed to the enhancement of individuals by accelerating the competencies of our students via high standard of excellence program and furthering the educational goals of post-baccalaureate students. The objectives to support the vision and mission are as follows: offer advanced degree programs that are responsive to the needs of the contemporary society, provide professional with a high degree of research capability, and number three, extend the reach of the graduate school to the professional community and the public. The goal, it being uh, the uh, development of graduates who are competent and deeply committed to their respective professions, and those who possess the partial experience, solid knowledge base, global perspective, and strong principles essential to regional and national development. So, on the basis of the VMG of the graduate school, the different programs have also crafted their specific vision and mission statements. For example, for Doctor of Arts, we have the following vision and mission on the basis of its grant of governmental recognition um, that was uh, uh, that was uh, given to the university in 1994. Then we have also for public administration, okay? And then we have for Doctor of Business Administration. Okay. So the grant of governmental recognition was in 2008. And then we have under autonomous level, the Doctor of Philosophy program with the majors development education and mathematics education. By the way, we have a newly added major, and that is criminal justice major in criminology education. Then we have the Master of Arts in Education, okay, which, by the way, is the one of the first programs offered at the UL Graduate School, okay, which dates back to 1967. So the following are the majors: educational management, English, Filipino physical education, and sports science and guidance and counseling. Then we have public administration, business administration, both in by the way, in MPA for in 1975 and Master in Business Administration in 1984. Then we have Master of Arts in Nursing, granted in 1999, specializing in nursing administration. Master of Science in Criminology also in 1999. And then we have Master in Public Health, Master in Education, and then finally, we have Master in Information Technology or MIT with specializations in general curriculum and cybersecurity. We are happy to announce that UL is the first to offer this specialization for MIT in North Luzon. Okay, so that will be for the vision and mission of the university's um, graduate and postgraduate programs. Now we take a look at the more specific educational outcomes of the following programs. Number one, we have for Doctor of Philosophy. So for Doctor of Philosophy program, okay, it shall provide graduate students with more effective education, which aims to develop in students the following. Okay, so we have the expert level of theoretical knowledge in an area of specialization in education. We have competence and motivation to draw from expert level knowledge to understand and solve different problems. Competence to undertake advanced independent research in an area of specialization in education. And similarly, for the Doctor of Business Administration, we have to develop expertise and advance skills in teaching, research, managerial, entrepreneurial, and strategic knowledge and skills for leading and managing organizations. Enhance the management skills, critical analysis, and innovative problem solving skills of students to function effectively within an organization. And create and defend solutions to the problems of crisis management, profitable growth opportunities, and change leadership. Now, for Master of Arts in Nursing, we have outlined in this slides presentation, okay, the program educational objectives. So strong nursing leadership and management principles, roles, and functions, advanced competencies in critical problem solving, decision making, and communication, high degree of research capability, commitment and responsibility for ethical, legal, and moral professional practice with professional growth and advancement. And then we have collaboration and participation in the delivery of holistic and quality healthcare. Now, for Master of Arts in Education, so we have the following: update and enrich teachers' content knowledge in a specific subject area or professional area. We have enhance and expand teachers' theoretical and technical knowledge for teaching a specific subject area or professional area. Develop the teacher's research capabilities for replicating, verifying, validating, contextualizing, and or applying the vertical and practical knowledge about the different aspects of the educational process. Okay, finally, for Master in Business Administration, so we have the following: exemplify initiative leadership in a dynamic 21st century work environment, exhibiting consistency, work ethics, and social responsibility, and others. So I missed the first two. Okay. So these are the program educational outcomes, which will provide for the basis of the review of your respective curricula. And so I advise you to take a look at the uh, draft syllabus that was that the draft of the syllabus that was created for your respective subjects. So with that, I once again welcome you to the UL Graduate School. I hope that uh, the uh, uh, the UL Graduate School will be able to uh, offer to you, okay, the kind of uh, the kind of professional development and further studies that you are aiming for. Thank you once again. God bless and keep safe, everyone.